Hey, first gen Camaro fans, check out the 69 that just showed up at the V8 Speed and Resto shop. So this cool 69 Camaro just arrived in the V8 Speed and Resto shop. Here it is in the wash bay. And you know, at first glance, we see it's butternut yellow, and it's like all original paint. Got a little primer going on here, but very faded. It does have some rust, but it's not like rusted through with quarter panels flapping or anything like that. Wheel trim, quarter panel trim. Tail panel is body color here, so that means it's not a big block car. We'll find out what it's got in just a second. 14-inch rally wheels with caps and trim rings, some old General tires on it. You can see a little bit of the rust there, a few holes, but nothing major. We'll fix all that in our metal fab shop. This stripe is called the D69 stripe package. There was one over the rear wheel arch and one over the front. The interior of this car is green, which is pretty cool. It's an automatic. It's showing like 42,000 miles on the odometer. It's got an AM radio, crank windows, no real luxury or visible performance options to speak of. It does have a couple of bags of anti-rodent, which is better than rodent. Check this out. There's another stripe on this one. This is the DX1 stripe. And the DX1 goes up the header panel and then straight up the hood. And the DX1 was available in non-SS and non-Z28 cars. So that means, what's under the hood? Before we open the hood, interesting to see this original DX1 stripe and what a mismatch it is as it was painted. Look at the radius versus this radius, and this inconsistency here, how it's got a wobble in it versus that tight turn there. So I've seen factory stripes that were applied like this and really all over the place. I've also seen cars that got repainted, and whoever did the repaint work just didn't, pay that much attention to it. I don't know. I'm thinking that this is all original, looking at the condition of this car and the wear state. But look at that, 250. So what does that mean? Well, that means 250 cubic inches of inline six power. Yeah, not so much, but cool to see. It's an automatic car. 256 cylinder. We're looking at manual brakes, four-wheel drums, but we do have power steering. But again, no air conditioning, nothing fancy. And these little 6 cylinders, they were nice to drive around. They didn't win any races for sure. And the plan for this car, as we know it right now, is to restore it, repaint it, original colors. I think the interior might change from green to black. But the owner wants to keep the 6, at least for now. Maybe he drives it and says, hey, I want a little more oomph. Maybe he likes the character of the 6. I know for a fact that when you go to a car show or a weekend cruise or a Cars and Coffee with a Camaro like this and open the hood and display a 6-cylinder, it attracts attention because most of them are long gone. But we'll find out. So anyway, very cool little car. We're happy to be able to work on this one. And you can follow the progress on our website to see how it goes. So the big question, what would you do with this cool Camaro? Keep the 6, put an LS in it, put a big block in it? I don't know. Share your thoughts in the comments. We love to hear what people think about these cars. And if you have an old Camaro or even, an old Ford pickup truck or some other classic languishing that needs some assistance, you can always find us at v8speedshop.com.